Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About Houses. I'm Todd.
I'm Juana.
We are joined today with Juana in her stunning Vince Camuto one-of-a-kind dress made just for her. It's the only one in the world.
Sure.
Vince is a huge fan of the show, so he made a dress just for Juana. For her, when she goes into the luxury brokerage office, she looks fantastic.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so we had a question from one of you guys, and the question was, what happens to my, what they called it was escrow account when I sell my house. Now, an escrow account or an impound account, that's the account that when you have a mortgage payment, you have, remember, principal, interest, and then there's this other account out of which your mortgage company pays your taxes and insurance, okay? So depending on your lender, some call it an escrow account, some call it an impound account. The correct word is actually impound, but for the purpose of our discussion, we'll call it escrow impound account.
Okay.
All right. So what happens to that money? That money gets refunded to you. Now, when does it get refunded to you? It gets refunded to you after close of escrow. Mm-hmm. Usually, it gets refunded to you once the lien has been released, and then the lender then goes ahead and reconciles the account, says, okay, this is how much money you still have left over, and they send you the check. If you do not get the check within about 3 weeks or so, give your lender a call and say, hey, how's it going, Mr. whatever lender it is? By the way, you've been paid off. I sold my house. I need the balance of that money back. And that money usually is not a substantial amount of money. Remember, this is the money that is used to pay your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance. And that money, remember, they collect a little bit every month, so it's usually not a whole lot of money.
If you refi, so there's three scenarios. Mm-hmm. One is you refi with a different lender.
Right.
So that first lender will get closed out, and then you'll get a refund from them.
Right. So actually, even if you refinance with the same lender, they do start a new impound account for you. So you're going to have the new impound account that you have to fund, and then you get refunded off the old one. So if you pay off the house because you've sold a house, or if you pay off the house because you're refinancing with a new lender, right? You're getting a new loan and paying off the old loan. Or if you are paying off the loan altogether because you're done making mortgage payments.
Yep.
Then under all three of those circumstances, whatever money is left over in that escrow impound account comes back to you, like I said, generally in about 3 weeks.
Okay. What are some things that let's go with one of the scenario where you pay off your mortgage.
Yes.
We have a whole video on this. I'll put a link up here. What happens to make up your last mortgage payment? It has over 100,000 views.
Woohoo!
So what are a couple things what are the big things you have to start doing now that you weren't doing before?
Right. So if you have paid off your mortgage, but you have not sold the house, if you paid off your mortgage because you're just done making mortgage payments, you're going to have to start making your property taxes on your own, paying your homeowner's insurance on your own. Mm-hmm. Those are cool things to do. Depending on what your circumstances are, there may be other things that you are now doing on your own that maybe you weren't doing on your own before. Most mortgage companies do not make your homeowners association payments. Those are generally made on your own. There might be some other taxes maybe that they were paying on your behalf and that you now have to pay on your own.
Right. Yeah, those are the big ones, really. Your homeowner's insurance, mm-hmm. and then taxes, which are your property taxes,
right.
which you probably pay to the county. For us, what we do is primary residence and all the rentals, we just do it all at once.
Right.
To make it easy, so don't forget. Because if you own a bunch of rentals and you're trying to, I'll make this one in November, I'll make this one in March, and it's easy to forget.
It is. So, for example, when we property manage properties and we pay bills for the landlords, what we do is we pay the property taxes for the full year, we pay the homeowner's insurance for the full year, we pay the HOA dues for the full year.
Yep.
So anything that we can pay for the full year, we do that so that we don't run into a situation where we forget to pay something. It's bad enough having to remember to pay sewer and trash quarterly. Those are kind of painful. Depending on the situation, we might pay those annually, but those sometimes tend to vary, so it makes it a little more difficult to pay them annually. But certainly property taxes, homeowners insurance, HOA dues, those tend to be pretty consistent, and so they're easy to pay once a year and to remember to pay them once a year.
And if you're wondering, why would you pay, if you're managing a property, why would the owner pay the sewer and the trash? Well, depending on where you live, that might be a tenant responsibility. But here in Nevada, you have to pay them. They're lienable. So they get, even though the landlord can say, hey, you're going to pay, $40 a month for trash and, whatever, you still have to pay it. Like it's responsible. It's the owner's responsibility to bill the owner.
Right. So the way that works is the owner pays for that, and then the tenant pays for it on top of their rent. So let me give you an example. Let's say that your rent is $2,000 a month. And let's say, easy numbers, right? So let's say that trash is $20 a month and sewer is $15 a month. So then your rent would be $2,000 a month plus $35 a month. So your total payment to your landlord would be $2,035 a month. And then your landlord pays those fees for sewer and for trash quarterly as they come due.
Right. The other thing too is generally they don't let you pay your homeowner's insurance quarterly. They make you pay the whole year.
So it depends on the insurance company. Some insurance companies will let you pay monthly or quarterly, but then they'll charge a surcharge. So there's actually, when you get quoted your homeowner's insurance, you actually get quoted for making one payment for the year. If you make monthly payments or quarterly payments, you actually pay a surcharge anywhere from maybe $10 a month to maybe $20 a month, depending on what your premium is.
And then for taxes, most municipalities, it's quarterly.
Right. So for us in Clark County, our fiscal year for property taxes runs at July 1st to June 30th. So sometime in the first 2 weeks of July, our property taxes are posted online and we get our tax bill. Our first quarterly payment is due right around the middle of August, sometime between August 12th and August 16th. I can't quite remember. And so somewhere in there. So usually what happens is those bills are paid in full by the end of July by us. And then we are done for until next year, and we don't have to worry about it. And it's kind of interesting because a lot of homeowners actually have figured out how to get their homeowners insurance schedule for about the same time. So July and August are very busy months for us as far as that goes. We pay lots of people's property taxes and homeowners insurance.
Yep.
Okay, so there you go. You just found out more than you wanted to know about escrow impound accounts. Please continue with your questions. We love them, and it gives us great topics for the videos and also lets us know that you're paying attention and that you're interested in real estate. We appreciate it. Please leave us comments and questions down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video. This is an interesting one. A lot of people might not know, so it might be fun for you to share that with others and help our channel grow. If you're interested in selling real estate and buying real estate, please consider using our services. We would love to work with you and meet you in person. Whether it's in Las Vegas or anywhere across the country, go ahead and contact us and we'll be happy to help.
All right.
Anything else?
Negative.
All right. See you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.